these might be my most anticipated reads of the whole year, and they're all coming out in the next 3 months, so let's talk about it. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is insane to me that this video is the last weather forecast of my most anticipated reads for 2024. This year flew by. I'm going to be combining the last 3 months super quick, October, November, and December, all into one video, and that will conclude this series for 2024. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this series, found it helpful in terms of what you wanted to pre-order or what you wanted to be aware of coming out this year, and if it's a series I should continue into 2025. Alright, we have a lot of books coming out in October, November, and then I have one book on my radar for December, but all super exciting. These might be my most anticipated reads of the whole year, and they're all coming out in the next 3 months, so let's talk about it. Starting in October, on October 1st, the very, very much anticipated Air by Sabaa Tahir. If you are part of Buttercup Book Club, and you can still join at any time, we will be reading Air together. This is a continuation of the Ember in the Ashes world. It takes place 20 years after the events of an Ember in the Ashes series. You do not actually have to read an Ember in Ashes to read Air. Completely separate. If you did read Ember in the Ashes, it's just a lot of Easter eggs and obviously the world you're familiar with. This is one of the most anticipated books of all time. I don't think I've anticipated a book like I've anticipated Air. Crazy stuff. I am currently reading it. No comment, but Sabaa is a genius. We know this. If you haven't pre-ordered, pre-order. And then on October 8th, we have Fledgling by S.K. Ali coming out. This is what I mean when I tell you the next couple months are jam-packed of the best reads coming out. Fledgling is kind of a different direction than S.K. Ali's other books. This is a dystopian fantasy. I consider most dystopias fantasy. It's a dystopia. I have started it. I'm a bit of the ways in. Love it so far. I do think dystopias are coming back, and I think S.K. Ali is leading that charge. And it is so interesting to see her write in such a different setting, because she usually writes contemporaries, but it is killing it. I love it so far. Can't wait to finish it. We'll obviously share my full thoughts, but pre-order it, please, 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 please. And you might see more content from me coming about this book. Third book coming out in October. This is what I mean. It is a jam-packed month. I have my copy somewhere. I have too many books. I might just have to put a picture up, because I think it's up here. It is up here, but it's under 10 books, and your girl's not that strong for right now. And I actually have a second copy of it somewhere in the packages on the floor. But I can just tell you what it is and show a picture. And the Sky Blood is coming out on October 15th. This is the book being published under Zoran's Bindery Publishing imprint. Me and Azant have both talked about this book quite a bit, on our own bindery, to our followers. We both loved it. And the Sky Blood, I've mentioned a few times on my TikTok, it's very unique. I don't think I've ever read a fantasy where the main conflict is caused by a climate crisis, and it's done so well. The characters are so well developed, and there is a romance subplot, and it's very, very subtle, not a main focus of the book, but it is so good. The crumbs we get, amazing. Cannot recommend this one enough. Please pre-order. There's exclusive editions of it too with pretty edges. You need this. And the last book I have on my radar for October is For She Is Wrath by Emily Varga, which is a Pakistani romantic fantasy retelling of the Count of Monte Cristo. I've only ever seen amazing things about this book. I have it pre-ordered. I cannot wait to read it. It sounds incredible, and Emily is such a wonderful person. So if that is something that sounds like it would interest you, and who wouldn't it interest? That sounds so good. Pre-order. Or request from your libraries is another great way to show support for authors. And that is October. What a jam-packed month. I'm already exhausted just thinking about it, but also excited. Moving on to November. On November 12th, did I say For She Is Wrath is coming out October 29th? I don't know if I said that. On November 12th, we have 2 books coming out. First one we have is Games Untold by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I'm going to say something maybe a little bit controversial. This series has gone on really long. So Jennifer Lynn Barnes has written the Inheritance Games trilogy. Love those. And since then published 2 to 3, I think, already out, books pertaining to the series. Actually, this Games Untold might be the third book coming out, and then like there's another one coming out. Now listen, I've pre-ordered them all, I own them all, and I'm reading them all. So like, I'm saying this complaint as an active supporter of this series and this author. I just don't know what else we're going to talk about. Like, I love the Hawthorne brothers. I have a good time every time. I am just like, every time another one comes out, I'm like, oh, like another one. That's like not meant to be a negative critique. I just kind of think it's funny. I cannot tell you what Games Untold is about. I just know it's part of this series, so I bought it because I love that world and these characters. I'm staring at my copy of The Grandest Game that I also pre-ordered that I haven't read yet. So yeah, it's just another one of the Inheritance Games world that I have pre-ordered. I should probably like do a video. You know, that actually make a really good YouTube video. Just like sit and dissect the whole world of like Inheritance Games, what each book is about. Kind of just clear things up. I might make that. But anyway, Games Untold out November 12th. Also out November 12th is Heist Royale. So if you are on any of my other social medias, I do not shut up about Thief's Gambit. Thief's Gambit was one of my top reads of last year. Love Thief's Gambit. It is like a heist book with like really, really good arc and plot twists and romance. Loved it. Heist Royale is that sequel I did read. My copy is somewhere. I dedicate so much time every YouTube video just looking for books. Because I don't remember where I put anything. Yeah, you're just gonna trust that I have it because I do have my arc somewhere. But Heist Royale was such a good sequel to Thieves Gambit. My only thing is I wanted more, and that's just me being a greedy reader because I love the characters and I love the way Kaylin writes, and I just want so much more. So if like you want to drop 3 more books in this series, I'm not gonna say no, you know? And then the last book I have on my radar for November, on November 21st, is Serpent Sea, which is the highly anticipated sequel to Spice Road. I have started my e-arc of this, and I love them so much. Spice Road I loved because of its complexity and the auto prep and the way the characters are, and so many things loved about Spice Road I'm still seeing in Serpent Sea, which is so thrilling. You know, when a sequel is living up to what you wanted, you like see so much of what you loved in the first book. Chef's kiss. And so that is out November 21st. I am actually buying the UK cover. I like the US covers, but I actually prefer the UK covers for this one, so I will be purchasing the UK cover, which might take longer to get here, but it's okay. And then the only book I have on my radar for December, I have Heavenly Tyrant down as coming out December 24th. I'm gonna say this is like a tentative date because Heavenly Tyrant's publication date has been pushed a few times for various reasons that the author has kind of explained. But honestly, like quite frankly, I loved Iron Widow so much. If I have to wait 5 years for this book, I will wait 5 years for this book, and I will still be sad when this book comes out. Iron Widow, genuinely, when did I read this book? I don't remember when Iron Widow came out. I read it as soon as it came. I remember I got an arc of it and I read it as soon as it came out. Actually, I have my copy. This gorgeous, gorgeous copy. I got it with sprayed edges done. Beautiful. When did this book release? Hold on, we're gonna find out right now. 2021. This book came out in 2021. I don't care how long the sequel takes. I will be reading it, and I will be pre-ordering it. I've had it pre-ordered forever. The way it's written, and it's just such an intense read, and like it leaves you wanting more. And I don't know, like it's just perfection. Perfect. One word. Perfection. So Heavenly Tyrant is a sequel to it, and I am just eagerly waiting for it to come out. Cannot wait. That's on my radar for December 24th. And that wraps up my last anticipated reads video for 2024. What a journey. So many amazing books came out this year that we will surely talk about when I start doing my wrap-ups towards the end of the year. Like I said in the beginning of the video, if this is something you found helpful or interesting and you want to see me do this again next year, I have absolutely no problem. I have already started pre-ordering books for 2025, so I'm more than happy to talk about them. Just let me know. Out of the 3 months I went over, let me know if I missed any books that are on your radar that I should know about, or if you also pre-ordered some of these. And that is it for this time. I will see you guys next time. Bye.